What's going on, folks? It is Bark coming at you with another obscure microphone video. A lot of noise going on in the studio right now. My chair is squeaking. This capsule is bouncing. Yes, the capsule in the microphone I have today, which is the RC1, is on a shock mount, and that shock mount is a little bit loose, it seems. So this thing bounces around quite a bit. So I have to be very careful not to bump the table. So the RC1, I paid way too much for it like a year and a half ago. That's how long this thing's been waiting to get reviewed, about a year and a half. $80, I believe, is what I paid for the RC1. Good luck getting that back out of it, as it has been for sale for a very long time to no avail. Okay, so let's talk about this here microphone, the RC1. Let's go ahead and show it to you guys first and foremost without making, I'm going to try not to make a lot of noise with this thing, but it's inevitable that I will. Okay, so here we go. Lots of sweet, sweet noise. Okay, so all metal build, feels pretty good. It definitely has enough weight to it, and you can tell the capsule, just based off the thickness of the capsule, it's not a bad capsule. It's not terrible. It's not a thin piece of junk. It's not coated in plastic. It looks like a pretty well-built capsule. So far, I don't hate the microphone either. Let's go ahead and put it through some tests. Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a It's been a long 2020. It's been a long 2020. Anybody see the Preacher video that got turned into like a trap song? You can tell I know my shit. The preacher's like, COVID-19. The congregation says it with him. And he sings about how he's going to blow the winds of God. They never finished the D on the end of those pastor preacher guys. Listen, I think that's a selling point. You have to sound like, today I got the RC1 in the studio with me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah that I have the RC1 with me. That's a requirement, I think, of preachers. You have to sound just like that, or you can't get a job. Pretty sure that's the thing. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody's going to say, it's the Spirit, Bark. It's the Spirit. The Spirit's got him. Like, man, a lot of things have gotten me, and I've never quite sounded like that. Like a cross between James Hetfield and Mr. Rogers? I don't know. So anyways, I've got the C1 in the studio with me, all metal build, metal mesh grill with just a little bit of give to it. Now I'm making noise with it again. Not MXL like give, but just a tiny bit of give. I could dent it if I squeezed. I'd have to put some effort into it. But Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled pineapple pizzas. Get right up on the RC1. I bumped my head on my boom arm, and this is what the RC1 sounds like when you get right up on the RC1. So let's spin it around. I'm going to make a little bit of noise, but here's the off-axis noise rejection going to the side. I'm going to hear that thing bounce around, and I'm going to go to the back of the microphone. And I'm going to go right back around to the front of the RC1. Now, pros and cons on the microphone from a first impression. I love the way it's made. I love the build quality. I love the really tall grill, Greel. I love that really tall grill area. Race car drivers, man. So I love the way this thing looks. I think it has a nice, modern, bold look to it. And as far as the sound goes, I think it sounds pretty good. There's nothing overly harsh about it, though it is a tiny bit shrill, way up top in the frequency. But the lows, it's got enough warmth. It's kind of mid forward a little bit. It sounds pretty decent. It's not muffly or held back. I actually think if you could find this for a cheap bargain, it's a really good sounding condenser microphone, if I have to say so myself. I'm actually quite impressed with it. I do think it sounds easily worth the money I paid for it. I think it's a nice looking, good sounding microphone. So if you can find an Art C1 and you like the way this sounds, hey man, you can't go wrong. Now, it's not like the warmest mic I've ever heard. It doesn't have the warmest low end, but it's nice. It's pretty solid. I would take this over most MXLs, I think, any day of the week. I want to put my arms on the table, but I know what happens because of this capsule. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So anyways, I think I spent most of this video just rambling for the most part. But hey, I want you to hear the microphone. That way you got an idea of if you think it's a quality microphone. So then you bump into this thing for 35, 40, 50 bucks, maybe a little more. You think, I remember when that weird guy was talking about this microphone and it sounded pretty good. So there you go. The Art C1, in my opinion, I think it sounds really good. I am actually really happy with the way this sounds, and I'm kind of not thrilled that I'm moving on from it. I sold it like I do. So someone else is going to get the sweet sounds of this microphone when maybe I wanted to keep the sweet sounds. This is why I shouldn't operate the way I do. I get the mics in. I don't mess with them until they sell. They sell. I review. I ship. Probably a really bad plan. Really not working out for me because I actually like this microphone. So let me know what you thought about the microphone. I think for podcasting, voiceover, gaming, I think it sounds good enough. I think it sounds good enough to do all those things. And you don't need to go spend a bunch of money on a mic when you can get a pretty cheap, good deal like this. So Art C1, I'm greenlighting you. I think for the money, you sound good, buddy. You did a good job today. You did a great job today. COVID-19 causing me to lose my mind. Like a lot of other YouTubers I have seen. A lot of us out there losing our minds right now. You would think we'd make more content. Nope. We're looking up conspiracy theories and crap. I admit it. There's nothing better to do. Obscure Mics. Peace out.